Welcome back to Exploring Temecula. Producing a video today that I never thought I'd make, but I have been getting questions over the past 3 or 4 months from people about the weather in Temecula. So I thought it would be a good video to just go over the 4 seasons. They are a little different than many other parts of the country, but there's still 4 seasons in Temecula, and I wanted to go through each one and just explain what type of weather you can expect. If you are new to the channel and you're interested in Temecula or the Temecula area, make sure you subscribe. This is Temecula's #1 channel. This is all we focus on, everything Temecula, from the housing market, restaurants, happy hours, all that stuff we cover. We also have home searches in the description now. And if you're thinking of selling, we are licensed as not only a real estate brokerage, but an appraisal company. So if you would like a home value, we have that link in the description now as well. So we have you covered, whatever you need. Again, make sure you subscribe and let's get into the video. So the first season we're going to talk about is summer, starting June 20th. For me personally, I love the summer. I like the heat, going to the river, sitting by the pool. But for a lot of people, especially towards the end of the summer, July, end of July, August, even in September, it gets pretty hot. You're going to get 100-degree days. But again, for me personally, I enjoy that weather. Next thing I wanted to talk about, when having this weather, be prepared if you're moving from another state. Your air conditioning bill, if you do not have solar, can get up there for, let's call it a 2,500 square foot home. If you're home during the day and you want to keep your home cool, you can expect an air conditioning bill anywhere from $350 to $600. Depending on how cool you want your home. So summer is a great time in Temecula. A lot of as I talk about with a lot of the community videos, most of them have HOA pools. So if you don't personally have your own pool, most communities in Temecula will have that for you and its residents, which is obviously nice because it does get pretty warm in the summer. Now, having said that, it's only really hot, for 3 to 4 hours a day. The mornings in the summer, beautiful to go on walks. Really starts getting hot, probably 11:30, 12 o'clock, all the way through, till 5, 6 sunset. But and again, one of my favorite things about summer is once the sun starts setting, whether it's golfing, whether it's going to sit on a patio, it's beautiful weather, flip-flops, shorts, and a tank top. And, it's basically Hawaii weather. So, there are some pros and cons to summer. I personally like it, but I want everybody to be aware that for 2 or 3 months, it does get pretty warm. Another thing that I like about Temecula, as opposed to the beach where we lived for many years, you don't have the gloomy mornings. When you wake up in Temecula, you're going to see the sunshine. There was one June that we lived in San Clemente where we didn't even see the sun, I think, for the whole month. So in the morning anyway. Okay, so fall, starting September 22nd, one of our favorite times to travel throughout the world. It seems like September is one of the best months to go anywhere. The kids are back at school, the weather's perfect, it seems, in every country, anywhere you want to go. In Temecula, you're still coming off the tail end of summer, so you are going to still have heat. All the way into, I think last year we were in late October and we were still getting 90-degree weather. So just be aware of that. Obviously, coming off a really hot summer, even for myself, you start to look forward to fall, getting those cooler mornings, the cooler nights. So that is definitely a benefit. Wineries, one thing, as much as we like going to the wineries, in the summer, because it's so hot, some days the wine just doesn't taste good or it's too hot, so you just don't want to be there. Fall, you're getting into the time where not only harvest is there, but it's also really nice to go and sit at the winery, and the weather is absolutely perfect. So fall is definitely a beautiful season in Temecula. And if you are thinking of traveling or coming on vacation, late fall, maybe October, November is definitely a good time to visit Temecula. Okay guys, so December 21st, winter. I feel funny talking about winter when, you know, coming from Canada and people are watching this video from Minnesota. Yeah, we don't really have winter, but the weather does change. This is sort of the season, in my opinion, where the weather is everywhere. You could have 3 80-degree days in a row, and then it drops down to 60 and it rains for 4 days. And then you have another day where it's 75, and then the next day it's overcast and cold. Definitely in the mornings, this is when you're going to, you know, have frost delays on golf courses sometimes. The mornings generally are going to be anywhere from, you know, 37 to 45 degrees when you first wake up. Personally, I like walking in that weather. My wife doesn't, so you know, that is definitely going to be the cooler part of the days. You know, up till around 10, 11 o'clock, that's when you're going to have the temperatures below 50. You know, the rainy season is definitely towards the end, I would say, of winter. You know, December, January, that's when you really get sort of the funky weather. You don't know what you're going to get. You could get a beautiful day, you could get an overcast day, you rain, you really don't know. So, having said that, you know, when I'm comparing the weather right now, I'm looking out and it's absolutely beautiful. You know, we're almost to spring, but, you know, it's 70 degrees, sun is shining, and, you know, again, I can't really complain about winter in Temecula. Next up, spring. A lot of people in Southern California, you know, this is their favorite season. Number one, you know, the hills, valleys around Temecula, they're all green because of the rain over the winter. So, you know, when you're commuting to work or driving around, it's absolutely beautiful, you know, to see nice green hills, as opposed to obviously in the summer when it gets dry and burnt. Number two, you know, spring starts to warm up, obviously in the mornings and afternoons. So you get more of, you know, an opportunity if you want to walk in the morning, it being 60 degrees instead of 40. You know, so just the temperatures obviously go up. Another great thing about spring, and this happens all over the place, but for us here in Southern California, the time change allows us to be outside longer. You know, barbecues, golfing, and that sort of thing. So one of the best things about when the time changes, for those who are golfers, during the winter months, if you're not off by 12 o'clock, 12:30, you're probably not going to get your round in. Another thing, it's more expensive. You know, when you're paying for a round at 12 or 11:30, you're not really getting the twilight rate. The twilight rate starts at 2:30, and if you start at 2:30, you're not getting your round in. The beautiful thing about the time change, and from September or from spring all the way through summer, is basically you are getting, you know, you can go out, play 18, start at 2:30, start at 3 o'clock, get all 18 in, and get some really awesome prices on green fees. Another great thing about spring in Temecula is for hikers. Obviously, the temperatures are absolutely perfect. You know, whether you want to walk in the morning or in the afternoon, you know, you're going to have temperatures in between that 60 degrees and maybe 75, and some 80 degree, 85 degree days. Okay guys, so there you have it. 4 seasons in Temecula. I'm not going to sit here and complain, you know, about winter or it being a little cold, because we really do. I personally think that Temecula, or the inland of Southern California, has some of the best weather in all of America. You know, we don't have the crazy hot summers like a lot of areas of Arizona, and in the winter it's, you know, 60s, 70s. So not complaining. If you are thinking of moving anywhere that, you know, in the United States that has good weather, definitely check Temecula out. It's safe here, good schools. We absolutely love it, and I think you will too. Call us anytime with questions and we'd be happy to answer anything. Again, home search in the description. If you want your home valued, in the description, we've got everything covered for you. Appreciate you watching our videos, and until next time from Exploring Temecula.